me and the phone doesn't want to pick up the sun. What is this shit? Oh man. What is today, the 13th? Here's the weather. I was up at probably well before the sun was here. And birds were singing. It sounded like, I don't know if they're singing or not. Someone else has to come here and verify it. But roughly, as soon as the sun come up over the hill, it was just coming over, I can imagine. The whole environment changed. The Schumann resonance started to change, and the birds started to even change from their original tone that they were making when I first woke up. And something come in and just, it went to dead silence. Dead silence. And then just, you heard cardinals only. A couple cardinals and weird stuff. I was doing some things that I usually always do. Trying to figure out what's going on with the EPA, the DEP. And since we're really struggling right now, it seems to be we're struggling with well, the integrations of technologies. Or it seems like that you can't get anybody to. Well, number one, I really don't need to say what I do. I mean, for the last 4 years, I went outside every morning and watched airplanes flying over the house. And I didn't know nothing about electricity. Not a damn thing. And technology. I could care less about a computer. Could really care less about a computer. I mean, I used the phone, talk to the phone. The phone's supposed to talk back to me, and I didn't give a shit about how to program the goddamn computer. A little brief about what happened back in 2021 whenever I started filming. I could care less about the computer. Now all of a sudden I'm like a computer genius. Still don't have a computer. Well, I don't even write a single line of code. But it's like where we're going with technology right now. We seem to be like really struggling and and it just seems as though there needs to be some facts, a role, a ground rules. There's no ground rules in this field of technology right now. You could talk to, just for instance, if you look at the houses that are on the film right now, you get one answer from one house, and then you look at the house right next to it and it has a for sale sign on it, you get a different answer. There's no ground rules. And there's all these universities here now. Okay, I'm in Pittsburgh, and in Pittsburgh there's the University of Pittsburgh. There's Carnegie Mellon. There's what is it down there? Is that Carlow College or whatever? Point State University. There's Robert Morris right here, and all these schools you could go for technology, if I'm not mistaken. You could go for technology, if I'm not mistaken. And when there's technology, that means we're using hardware. When we're using hardware, there's a very important company called IEEE. There should be an IEEE in every... I don't give a shit what you say. Every ordinance where there's a police station, I want an IEEE fucking building there. This will solve that fast. If you're looking to beef up security, whatever, blah, 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 I want an IEEE fucking representative in every ordinance, and it's not going to be fucking secret. Every ordinance. Where there's a police station, and I don't care if it's on private land. No, this is the Fed stepping in and telling you what the fuck we're going to do. That school up here that has private police, even MIT, private police, IEEE is going to be there too. So there's going to have to be, around here, there's private police, there's local police, there's county police, there's state police, and then there's a federal installation. 2 of them, Border Patrol, Air Force, Army. There needs to be a big IEEE facility here. Sorry. These are the people who manufacture the hardware for the technology. You think they would have a little to know what's going on? And it's because here's where the IEEE doesn't want to get involved. We're going medical with the technology. In the medical field, they don't know nothing about electricity. I'm not laughing at some of the guys in medical schools and stuff and these people because they're literally being like, hey, shut up, ant. Hey, anthill, shut up. Quite literally. Because it's pretty bad. This is real shit. I'm being real. It's pretty bad when you can call up a hospital or try to receive a little bit of information about medical stuff about electricity and what happens to the human body if it gets electrocuted. And we're working on putting copper bracelets on the wrist right now to transduce the wireless. That means we're turning radio frequency into AC current on the body. I go to the hospital, they don't know what to do. Well, call the firefighters, they should know. That's not the fucking hospital. Call the university, call MIT, call this, call that. I agree with you. But I don't want to go to school. I have no need to go to school because this phone tells me everything that they're learning in school. So then whenever I have to go to school, okay, there's a school right there. Could I go walk up there and have these concerns that I have right now and talk to them without going to school there? Most likely not, huh? They'll probably call their little private police station and kick me the fuck off of their fucking campus. Does this make sense? And they have they have a nursing center up there. Come on, let's go. Meadowbrook. This is where we're at. Meadowbrook. I thought it was Centerdale. Amherst. This is Amherst. Here's the T right here. Okay. And this is Meadowbrook. Oh, does it say sold on the house? There's another house for sale. Oh shit! Trying to like walk, smoke, and have a coffee at the same time, and trying not to get super confused. Pretty morning out. What the hell did you just say to me? Where the hell you been hanging out, bird? Are you a raven or a crow? Oh shit. But what's it say on the house here? It says sold. It's sold. And here's the issue. Whenever you have these schools, and it has a nursing station up here, they're learning nursing, and I think where the nursing station's at. Last week there was a really bad severe storm, 2 of them. All the power got turned out here. trees were over, power lines were down. This building caught on fire at the nursing station. This is the university up here, private school. I don't know if the firefighters had to come up here and see it. I don't know if it was reported on the news. I was fortunate enough to talk to a guy that does construction at the store, and he had told me he was up here working on the school that had caught on fire. I said, what? He says, yeah, when a storm come, the electricity went out and the backup power caught on fire and caught the whole roof on fire and like 30, 40 offices at the nursing station, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But if I go up here, they even have psychology up here too. Psychology, psychiatrics, computer sciences, mathematical fucking geniuses are going to school here. They have an army ROTC up here because they had what is it? These 4 Army Huey helicopters come up here and landed one day. They just flew right over my house, come up here and landed. Green one. They weren't black, they were green. Oh boy. But there's just so much going on right now. It has me wondering, like, what's going on with our wireless technologies, our spectrum of the weather. Since here's the deal, okay. Since 2020, 2021, I've been filming the sky, the airplanes flying over. And around here in my ordinance, I talk to everyone. I got it on film. My local police station asked me if I was taking medicine. And there's fucking companies out there, literal businesses that modify the weather. They're in the stock market, most likely. And I don't have I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have a problem with the weather, okay? The weather is one thing. When we start paying attention to the weather and we're making it rain, we're changing the clouds. But there's a lot more going on than just, hey, we're up here going to make it rain. Because when you start pissing with the weather, you're pissing with everything else. And if we're not going to talk about it, number one, that's telling me there's a lot of other bad shit going on. If you can't admit that, hey, the weather is being definitely pissed with, that seems to be a goddamn problem. Because not only do they have a nursing station up here, Robert Morris, high mathematical geniuses up here, an ROTC up here, a nursing station up here, and psychology shit. They have shit for biological engineering. And in the world today, when was the last time you seen the inside of your cell phone's chip? It's pretty. Well, we'll use NVIDIA for example, because NVIDIA's working on everything I'm talking about. And they have that computer chip with billions of transistors on it for ray tracing purposes. They call them general processing units, GPUs. There's all the blackbirds here this morning. When you guys get ready to take off, you guys are supposed to be migrating here pretty soon, you and the starlings. These guys have, there's billions of transistors on a little chip, only what, how many nanometers thick? And we're working on bioengineering prosthetics up here. Most likely. If not here, Penn State. They call it smart skin. And the smart skin that they're putting on people is 500 nanometers thick. Okay, let me explain to you nanometers. After infrared, you go into visible light spectrum at like 800 nanometers, and that's red. Right there at about 530 nanometers, you're in a green spectrum of visible light. Green, like the color of grass. What your eyes see, when your eyes see that grass, that is a 500 nanometer frequency, wavelength. And there's medications being developed that are working in the nanometer range of measurements. Micrometers, nanometers, picometers, all this other crazy stuff. So it's like and it's so hard to speak. Watch children, huh? Whose children? Computer virus children, or like human children? Which ones now? And that's very serious. And children also, what they're doing with bioengineering. The computer virus starts coming out of the cell phone, electrostatic, because that's what a virus is, isn't it, guys? Your computer gets a virus, it has an electrical problem, doesn't it? And the computer gets sick, just like a human. Maybe its eyes start to get watery. Maybe it gets a little bit of a temperature, a fever. Maybe it gets and when you cough, it's like static in your throat, huh? So the computer gets a virus, and we can't correlate a human virus and computer virus. They're the same fucking thing. Because it's pieces of static or something going backwards through the line. Your erratic heartbeat, because your phone pulses, sends pulses out. And people don't want to admit this. You know what? I'm going to go after every country on the fucking planet right now. Every one of you. It's not just the United States of America. Every one of you. When is enough right now? Because every one of you are involved. You just can't say, hey, it's the good old United States of America. Because all of you got fucking computers. And what is the secret meeting's coming up here, first day of summer. Some call it the Bilderberg meeting. Some call it the fucking secret location of the Freemasons, Illuminati. And some of you guys are pretty old and wise in this meeting, because if I'm not mistaken, that's like Rockefeller, Rothschild, fucking Oprah. Who else? There's a lot that you do, because they know it's a sin to be prideful and they want to be secretive billionaires. So what are you guys going to talk about? The shit I'm talking about, it was here whenever I first learned about it in 2020. So it's like 30 years old now. So in the next couple years of the spectrum, like, what do you guys just show up here and just like it makes me wonder, you just show up and you take do you take an injection? Do you have a drink? Do you take a pill and just fall asleep and try to communicate your dreams? And you don't even talk about anything. Because it's like, we for years, we have successfully made fucking people stupid and fight over money. And people become so good at leveraging money that it is literally, we don't have to do a fucking thing. But here's the kicker, you guys, girls. No, this is very serious, because I would fear this. Don't you fear, like, we got these weapons and shit, like someone just blowing your castles up? Just one day, yeah, we got this military, yeah, they're following orders, and all of a sudden, one just branches off and finds your castle and blows it up. You invested in your own goddamn explosion. Well, they're crazy enough to sign up for the military. They're crazy enough to fucking, hey, I've been watching a guy from that killed Osama bin Laden. Look at a bee chasing me. I got a remote controlled bee here. Oh, I hear Warner Brothers is restructuring right now too. Something bad about Warner Brothers. That's what I heard. But anyways, back to the real shit that I would fear if I was Mr. Rothschild, Mr. Rockefeller, and anybody of this nature. Like just one of these military jets and one of these guys gets the computer's hacked inside of the jet and it just boom right at the castle. Hell, I fear it now. They keep flying over my fucking house, guys, girls. Secret meeting's coming. They keep flying over the fucking house. And every day there's been a fucking airplane crash like it's 9/11. Who's this? Yeah, we had a back propagation come up this way. No, I see your fears. Okay. It's because it's truth. I have a nuclear plant right down the street, Mr. Rockefeller, Mr. Rothschild, and anybody else that you're probably happy I don't call you out by your name. Same with you guys around the planet. Who's coming from abroad to come over to the meeting? Who's coming? I have a nuclear power plant. A nuclear power plant, they call it, where we take a fucking a uranium rock and smoke it and turn it into steam and turn a turbine. I have all these nuclear engineers that live around here. This is fucking pathetic. There's no IEEE around here. And I have nuclear engineers that live all over the fucking place. This is fucking pathetic. And any one of these folks here, they probably are agreeing with me. But they have a house. Just like you guys, Rothschild, Rockefeller, a castle. And they don't want to come out in public and say something and fear for their fucking life. Most likely. They own all this shit, and just like you guys, these lawyers, boy, huh? How many lawyers disappeared to try taking you all to court? And this is in the United States. How about abroad? Very simple to see shit here. And now we're under full surveillance, like Rothschild, Rockefeller, anyone abroad. Edward Snowden said we had the whole pond back in 2013. The whole fucking pond, the whole planet. Full surveillance. So I'm going to end with the fucking fear right there. What are you guys doing about it? Okay, I'll carry you on here. You can, when you guys get to your meeting, you can fall asleep and think about that. Maybe I'll see you there, huh? Never know, huh? How you got guys working diligently to keep me out of there? That's illegal, you know that, right? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's more classified than fucking that nuclear plant and that fucking military base, ain't it? Every military base in the country, going into your secret meetings and castles. Remember the remote viewers of the CIA are coming? Oh, we want to get over abroad to find our secret shit. How about the fucking secret of billionaires? Huh? Come on, let's take it. All right, the fears are over. Fears are over. Look at this shit. Look at this. You guys gonna fix this? Oh, it's this. I got a dumpster back here. There. Yeah, there's a lot of rats' nests around here in the wires. And the little children you guys are making, they like to mimic this shit. These little computer children. How long they been around? And we started calling them reptiles. Yeah, these little reptiles running around. Hey, nuclear engineers, what's going on? Because there's that nice blue lake down there in Beaver. What's going on? Oh, that fucking shit you guys dumped down there. What's going on? Well, we don't want to tell anyone nothing about this. Well, back in the past that worked. But now everybody we issued the radios, and it just seems like the public, if they would just get their shit together like they're fucking protesting for immigration, and get together for the same thing, talk about these cell phones and find a good leader to speak, multiple good leaders to speak, I think we could get somewhere. I really do. I really, really do. But the problem is with nut clears running around. Can you imagine when there's a crowd of people speaking about this? Can you imagine what the fuck's going to happen from the electricity and fucking electromagnetics in the air? And we're controlling the fucking weather. And they all get together and speak. Boy, oh boy. Hey,